All righty. How we
How you
doing?
doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Hold it down. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Shout out to the 26 people or so watching the stream. Hope you're having a good night. Thanks for joining us. Let us know. What did you do today? Was it a good day? Was it a bad day? Baker Mayfield is a Carolina Panther. And I can't tell you how underwhelmingly nonchalant I feel about it. I don't know about you, Badaki.
Literally nothing has changed for me, so I hope nothing has changed for you guys. But no pressure. I mean, if something has changed, sure, fantastic. But
Yeah,
definitely,
let us know what your thoughts are. I mean, have your thoughts potentially changed with Baker coming over to Carolina? I think it's funny when we woke up, we saw it, and I said, "Man, that does a whole lot of nothing for me." Something
yeah,
like that.
it doesn't change much. At least in our eyes, Zach said in his last video, he's averaged wide receiver 30, a top wide
His
receiver
wide
30.
receiver one has been since Baker's been a starter. His wide receiver one has averaged around wide receiver 32 finish.
Yeah, Mike.
Now there's been wide receiver top 15 guys that he's produced, but I was also with a much better offensive line. I don't feel much optimism around it. I even talked about it in the video we released the other day, but
Yeah,
there will be people who do, and that's okay. And there's going to be two sides to it. Two people who will feel optimistic about Baker coming in. It's funny. I mean, I was saying this earlier, Badaki, but last year midseason, we were saying free OBJ, and now we're saying, oh my God, Baker Mayfield is going to transform this offense. So
yeah, it's interesting. So we'll see how it all pans out.
yeah.
And
I don't think this isn't bad for anyone in Carolina. Like, it doesn't get worse than what they had. But I just don't feel like this increased optimism maybe that other people do,
Yeah, I definitely agree, and I think that's just different perspectives. But oh well.
Yeah. Cole got Baker at the 1910 last month. That's awesome. Cole said that he worked today as well. What's up? What's up, Gator? What's up, Daniel? How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, we were talking about this as well. I don't think so, but I understand that other people might see that differently. I don't feel more optimism. I don't think it's going to be worse necessarily, but
Yeah,
this doesn't change my rankings of DJ Moore. It doesn't change my rankings of CMC either, to be honest. CMC was averaging like 24 points a game last year with Sam Darnold, so when he was healthy.
yeah. I
think it's good for CMC. It's not bad for anyone. I just don't think it's incredibly great for anyone.
Yeah, I think there's more. There could be more upside. What does that upside look like? We won't know. Like every single year, even with Baker and the Browns, there's upside. Like OBJ, Jarvis, they can really be something if Baker Mayfield can be consistent. That was always the case. Can OBJ do it? Can Jarvis do it? Can anyone else do it on the team? Yeah, if Baker Mayfield can do this, like
Yeah.
it's just going to be the same tune.
Does
just a
Baker
team.
finish higher than Tua? No, I don't think so. If both of these guys are healthy the entire year, Tua's in the better offense. He's got the better weapons around him, and I think he's a better quarterback. I know some people might not agree, but I think he's a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
So, yep. Tyler says Baker's thrown twice as many touchdowns and double the touchdown percentage. Can't be a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm just not this person who's changing my rankings now for the Carolina weapons because of Baker. El Tigre, I love it. What's up, Rai, by the way? Said I had an interview today for a job that would be a good 20K bump.
That's awesome.
Love that.
That's really good, man.
That's awesome.
I hope that goes well for you.
Rai asked if he can join these drafts. How could people
Absolutely.
join today if they wanted to, Badaki?
If you want to join, the link is in the description below. Join our Discord. Okay. Once you join our Discord, all you have to do is go to our Dynasty Damn Mock tab, then go to Dynasty Mock Draft sub channel. Click on there. You can see all the links that we posted in the past before. That's where all the mock draft links are going to be posted. Whether it's mock draft or whether it's dynasty or redraft, redraft is in the redraft and in season redraft mock draft tab. Once again, link in the description. Go to our Discord, join our Discord, go to Dynasty Damn It, then Dynasty Mock Draft tab, and we're going to be posting the links there. We'll give you guys some time to get there, because that's where I usually post the link.
Yeah, and just for the 32 people who are watching, as always, really appreciate the support. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you can drop a like,
You like that? You
that
like
would
that?
mean a lot. It would just be a super easy way for you to support what we're doing. 23 likes already. You guys are awesome. So, again, only 10 people are going to be let in. I think there's almost 700 people in our Discord, so some people will miss out. Just keep that in mind. But, Spadaki, can you go ahead and send that link over there in our Discord on the Dynasty Mock Drafts text channel?
Here we go. I'll send it out right now. 3, 2, 1. There it is.
By the way, huge happy birthday to Daniel Badaki. Today is your birthday here in Sydney, Australia.
Oh, beautiful Sydney, huh?
How old are you today?
Last year in my 20s.
So you're 29 this year.
Yeah, I mean, what an opportunity, you know? Another year to... Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
I don't
what
know.
an
It's just
opportunity.
29. I don't know. It's just... Yeah, 29
It
years
is
old.
your birthday.
Nearly 30.
Happy birthday. I'm gonna send a little birthday message over there on the Discord here soon. We're going to get wings tomorrow, right?
Honestly,
Or what was the plan for tomorrow? What did you end up wanting to do?
the plan is to go... The thing is, the plan is to go to dinner with everyone.
Yeah.
I just can't find a place that
you
is
like.
going... No, not that I like. There's multiple places I like. You just need to pay a minimum. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you have 6 or more people. Great, you have to spend $70 more. You know, like
Right,
not everyone
right.
can do that. Like I'm trying to really accommodate for everyone, and I kind of want
You
everyone
mean
to be
me?
there.
You talking about me, who's broke?
No, like you or like other people.
Yeah.
You know, everyone that can't just not gonna rock up one night and pay $70 for dinner.
Yeah.
I think it's cool if it's like, you know, me, like Ellen and I, and then like another couple. If we're going like a little small thing,
Right.
like we can kind of agree on that. But if it's a big group, it's kind of hard.
Yeah. So what have you decided on? Have you decided on anything?
I haven't decided on anything yet. Like, it's actually still up in the air. I'm thinking butter at the moment. It's just,
Okay. Yeah.
I really like butter, but I just want a nice place. Like, I don't want to go
Sure.
to like. I've been telling this to the boys chat. I've been saying like I don't want to go to a place where like, cool, let's go to a pub. It's all the boys. It's a vibe. Like, I'm nearly 30, my guy. Like, I ain't trying to go to the pub all the time. Let's sit down, have a nice dinner. Let's talk to each other. You know, like let's spend some quality time.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's just me getting old. But
Oh,
who knows?
I agree. I mean, when we had your Bucks night or your bachelor night,
Yeah,
I looked around at all the boys and I thought to myself, I am so old. Like, I can't do this. Anyway, huge happy birthday to you. Appreciate you. Thanks for what you do for the channel. Thanks for what you do for the community.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks for showing your support. All the comments.
I
have
appreciate
been great.
everyone that says happy birthday, and all love to each and every one of you. Wouldn't be here without you, so all love.
Yes, sir. All right, let's do this thing. On your birthday, doing mock drafts. Is there any other place you'd rather be?
No other place I'd rather be here. I mean, Justin Herbert, what an opportunity. Happy birthday, Justin. All love.
Is it someone else's birthday?
No, I'm talking about like Justin Herbert. On my birthday.
Oh, okay.
Oh well.
I got you. Oh, all right. I got you Justin Herbert for your birthday. Do you have the 3 spot in the upcoming league?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I do. You
All
had
right,
the-
so-
you had the 6 spot, don't you?
I do, yeah. So we're both practicing.
It's just all
We're
mental.
both practicing. So Mahomes, Allen, Herbert go off the board. Then we get Burrow and Kyler Murray. And I am on the clock. And Lamar Jackson's there. I'm not going to make it too complicated. I'm going to take Lamar here.
Mm-hmm.
That is kind of where it feels like the drop off in quarterbacks happens. So
Every time we mock, it never goes the way you want it to in a real draft.
yeah, no, definitely not. It typically doesn't go that way. Joshua says, I traded DJ Moore last week for Mike Williams and Godwin, I'm assuming, as in Chris Godwin. Still a good move. I would still smash accept the Godwin side and Mike Williams side. So.
Mike Godwin, what is it?
I think it's DJ Moore for Mike Williams and Chris Godwin.
And Gotti, still a good move. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Okay, so we are consistently now seeing Jalen Hurts either in the first round or within the first.
Talk it up.
14
Where Jalen Hurts
picks.
believe it, baby. Where Jalen Hurts believe. I mean, I am, but
Speak for yourself.
yeah, honestly.
Zane says, happy birthday, my guy.
All love.
LT Grays. I wonder if this will even show up on the screen with your face, the emojis. That's funny.
Oh yeah, that's funny. That's cool.
Yeah. All right, so we see JT go off the board. Dak, Hurts, Lance, Pitts, Russell Wilson.
Awesome.
Broncos country. Let's ride. Stafford at the 2-3. Then Justin Fields at the 2-4. It's a little bit early, but we don't hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Ray says, not great with drafts, so might not do great. That's okay.
You're chilling. That's why we
this is what we're here. I mean, you started with Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford. Not a bad start at all.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, to anyone who's watching and maybe you have thought about joining one of our Dynasty leagues, the time has come. This is the last league that we're filling up.
This is it.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is the last league that we're filling up right now, the Lima League of this offseason. Okay? For this offseason. There is 6 spots left. I want to give a big shout out to Nico, who signed up last night.
Yeah.
Big shout out to you, Nico. So, and he got his deposit in and everything. But again, if you guys watched our stream yesterday where we did a real draft with our follower leagues, this is your last chance to be a part of something like that that we host.
This is it.
So check it out. I'm on the clock here. And let's see. What do I want to try here? I'll grab Javante here. But anyway, yeah, last chance to join one of our leagues this offseason. Of course, next offseason, let's see what we do. But yeah, Lima League, last chance. Patreon.com/FantasylandFam. Read through the tier entirely and make sure that you can commit to being a part of this long term. We don't want anyone to sign up and then in a couple months they're like, hey, I'm out. You know, that's not the kind of leagues we want to build. So make sure that you can commit to it. Mm-hmm. Read through the tier entirely. DM us with any questions that you have. And we got redraft leagues as well, which we're going to start placing you guys into redraft leagues. A lot of you guys are in our best of both worlds tier. If you're playing Dynasty and you want to play redraft with us as well, you can easily upgrade your tier to the best of both worlds tier. I know Dom, ATJ, Cool Dude, Jonah, Robin, Devon, Dak, Josh, Eric, Brian, Ashley, Jordan.
So many people.
JJ, Nicholas, 82, Ryan. All these guys are going to be playing redraft with us as well as, everyone who is still signed up from last year. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Once we get this, I think what's going to happen, at least the way I'm thinking about it, I don't know, we haven't spoken about it, but what's going to happen
as well.
is that,
Sorry, Gator.
Yeah.
You're part of those ones from last year that signed up that are still there.
Once our leagues, that Lima leagues filled up, we're going to start, not that we haven't been pumping redraft leagues, but I guess we're just going to pump redraft leagues. So like, it's not that fantasy football and us you joining leagues are over. It's just not Dynasty. It's just redraft. So if you guys want to be part of that as well, that's also on Patreon, patreon.com/FantasylandFam. Whether you are already signed up with us, you can just edit your tier, go to Best of Both Worlds. Best of Both Worlds. Best of Both Worlds. You want to go there? Go there, or what you could do is just go straight. And you haven't signed up, just sign up for redraft for the year and see how it goes. It's usually really fun.
Looks like we just had Cole upgrade to the Best of Both Worlds tier.
Okay,
so,
there you go.
Cole's going to be joining us as well in redraft. We'll make sure and add you to that list, Cole. You know, I'll do that right now.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Tell them, Blaze. She's excited.
Blaze is hyped for Cole to be in a redraft league. He says just edited to both worlds, Best of Both Worlds. Let me add you to our redraft list here while I'm thinking about it. Let's see.
Marketing,
That way
baby.
I don't forget to add him here. Okay, big.
Nah, yeah, so it's
Cole is
great.
good to go for a redraft league. That's going to be exciting. But yeah, anyone who's in the Dynasty League, feel free. If you want to edit to Best of Both Worlds, you have that option. Mr. Silver, what's up? Says, just curious, what is watching the games in your time zone like?
It's very interesting.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever gone to McDonald's and you get home and your order is entirely messed up? Think about that feeling, because that's what it feels like to watch games in Australia. We wake up at 3 a.m. for the morning games. The midday games that you guys wake up, the first games that you see on a Sunday, that's Monday morning at 3 a.m. for us. Okay? And then we make content on all of that. Then the Sunday night game ends around 3 or 4 p.m. So essentially, we are, and the day before we do a live Q&A to help with start sits on our redraft page.
Yeah.
So what is it like? It's hell.
tough. It's tough.
But
we do it for the culture. We do it for the vibe.
Exactly.
We do it because we love fantasy football. And I'll be honest with you. First, maybe like 8 weeks of the season, you're pumped. You're in it. You're waking up and hoping that every single one of your players is winning you, is trying to, get you to the playoffs. If you have one league, let's just say you're playing in one league. When we first moved here, we got into one league. Probably about week 8, and I know I didn't make the playoffs. I'm done. I ain't waking up. That's what I was doing at the time. But now doing this, having multiple leagues, playing, I'm waking up and watching every single game. It's super hard though. Like after a while, you do get like the second half of the season, we're super fatigued, and but we still do it because
So, pro tip, if anyone's going to end up doing that, like if anyone's going to end up being in Australia, pro tip, do not sit on a couch.
Oh, I'm
or
sitting
your
on the
bed.
couch every day.
That's
Not
why
the
you
bed.
fall asleep every single time.
Not the bed.
You
I don't
should
sit on the
not
bed.
sit on your couch. You should not sit on your bed. What you have to do is sit at a desk and sit up straight. And I've got 3 screens, during a Sunday.
Yep.
Washington, Chiefs, Red Zone, right? And that's how you have to do it. Because unless you're sitting up, you're going to get super relaxed. And then you'll find yourself asleep on the couch and it'll be the night game. And you're like, what the hell just happened? You know? So
there was a
about
time
to get
where
autoed here.
There was a time where the Giants were alternating every single time. 1 p.m. afternoon, 1 p.m. afternoon. And it was just I was buzzing because I'm up for the 1 o'clock games. When you wake up at 3 o'clock, you're like, all right, I'm watching all these games. And then you're getting tired. It's like, no, I can't get tired because the Giants about to play. So I watched the whole of the Giants game. By that time, I'm like, well, shit, we're about to go live for the Sunday game. Well, at least we used to. We might go live for some games. And then, yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm catching up with the chat. Are we just doing one mock tonight? I'm honestly going to leave that up to Badaki. It's his birthday. I think he should do whatever he wants. So if you want to, then we can. But we also don't have to do another mock. Take some time, think about it, Badaki. But
yeah,
we might.
I have a think.
How do you feel about this Sean Watson situation? I feel like he's a really good trade target for a rebuilding team, especially with his current value within the community. But obviously, it's disgusting, Blaze at the 101. Callum says Harris in the 23 first for McCaffrey. Najee Harris side wins by an absolute landslide.
Absolutely.
It's actually not even close. I mean, I have Najee ahead of CMC already in my rankings, so to be able to get Najee and a 23 first, I feel like I'm pulling someone's pants down, at their wedding in front of everyone.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where that sentence was going.
Yeah.
Okay. At least it's at the wedding with other people are watching, not one-on-one.
See, that's a different scenario. Let me tell you. I'll tell you. Give me a different trade, and I'll tell you how that scenario could be. I just watched. I was just catching up with the chat. And John was saying that he hated living in Cali because he would wake up at 8. Can't imagine 3.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I lived in Cali as well. I didn't mind 8.
You know, I don't. What time do the Sunday night games end for you in California?
If I'm not mistaken, it is typically around like 7, 8.
Well, that's not bad. Like football on the East Coast is like. I remember like waking up when I was young, like waking up, going to church, and then like watching football all day.
Right.
And now it's like I'm sleeping in as long as possible, and then eating breakfast literally at 1 o'clock, watching the game.
Right.
So, you know, like that's how it was in the East Coast, at least.
Yeah. Okay, so just to catch up with the draft board, Watson goes at the 3-1. Cup in all of our startup drafts is going earlier than this right now after the extension. Adams, that's a little bit early compared to what we've seen. We typically see him in like the 5th round. And Dobbins, I would say same. We're typically seeing him in the 5th round. So I don't know if people are trying specific strategies or not. We see Tua here at the 4-4. Just catching up there with the board for you guys. Dutch Master says, would you trade Chase Claypool for the 208 in a 10-man league and Calvin Ridley? So I get Calvin Ridley and the 208. And is the 208 in 23 or 22?
I'm keeping Chase Claypool, no matter if that's 23 or 22 for me in a 10-man league. I'm believing in Chase. I'm believing, you know, whether he stays on this team or he doesn't stay on this team, I actually really believe in the talent. So I would be taking the Chase Claypool side. As much as I love Calvin Ridley, I've said this before. I think I want to just keep away from Calvin and not have anything to do with him at this very moment. And maybe in the future. If
it's a 208 in a 10-man league, that would essentially be the 206 in a 12-man league. So the 206 and Calvin Ridley, I think I'm taking that deal personally. I'm taking Calvin and Ridley, Calvin and the second, just because I believe in Chase, but I also believe in Calvin. I think he's one of the most undervalued assets right now in Dynasty. People are concerned that he won't play again. Well, I understand that, but
yeah,
what did he do when he's played? I mean, his entire career, all he's done is score touchdowns. By the way, 51 people watching. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. I hope you've been having a good day. Ross says, perks of being in Australia is Monday Night Football and Thursday Night Football is lunchtime, and the Super Bowl is 9 to 10 a.m. That's true.
That's awesome.
The
wings at,
feature
like,
games are always a perk, like the Monday night, the Thursday nights. You know, typically you can watch those at a really good time, unless you're working, and that's when it sucks. If you're like at work and you can't watch them.
On the clock here. Let's see what I can do.
El Tigre says I'd take Ritter in the 208 there. Daniel says about to upgrade to best of both worlds. There are still redraft leagues open. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
we haven't set a limit on the redraft leagues yet.
We're gonna continue to open redraft league as the season gets closer. A lot of people like to sign up as late as possible. I guess closer to the season, not late as possible. It's closer to the season. So we expect a lot more redraft leagues to be open, but there are spots open in a redraft league right now currently.
Hell yeah, let's go. I can get Traylon at the 5-6. I was thinking about him at the 4-7.
Yeah, this draft is definitely going weird. I should have took.
Surprised London went that late as well.
Yeah, London usually goes like 3-9 to like 4-4 area.
Good evening, Albert. John says, how could you predict the 208 in 2023? And it's not that I can. I'm just asking because I like the 23 class a little bit better. Callum says, my bad. I meant Damian Harris in a 23 first for McCaffrey. Honestly, it's not that I don't believe in Damian Harris. I just think I probably want more than Damian in a 23 first for CMC. I think I've seen trades where I can get more than just someone like Damian in a 23 first. I am not someone who is super bullish on keeping CMC, but I do believe that in the current market, you should be able to get more than just Damian in a 23 first.
Yeah, I'm there with you. I think you should be able to get more. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other people you can potentially go for. I mean, Damian Harris. Who else is going around Damian right now? Can you get a Tony? Would you rather have a Tony Pollard in the 23 first? I still think you can get more actually. AJ Dillon in the 23 first.
Just need to let someone in the door. Give me 1 sec.
No worries. I think that might be a little bit too much, but we'll see. What else we have? Jerry, would you guys trade away Gibson and Christian Kirk to acquire Monty, Herbert, Renfro, and Tim Patrick? 12-team PPR. Oh man, that's a toughie. That is a tough one. I would keep Gibson, Sutton, and Christian Kirk. As much as I'm not a believer in Gibson, and I am an advocate and believer of Monty and what he's doing there, and Khalil Herbert just as well. So I'm keeping the Gibson, Sutton, Christian Kirk side. I would have to. I don't like it. I don't love it. But Renfro and Tim Patrick just doesn't help me at all.
This is easily Gibson for me.
No, yeah, I know. And Renfro and Tim Patrick doesn't help at all. You know, Christian Kirk, I think, is going to be the X factor there. What's happening, Matt?
I hope you guys are enjoying the crisp 1080 picture. I don't know why we were streaming in 720 so long, like poor people.
Something like that.
When we literally could have been streaming in 1080 the entire time. I just didn't have the right settings. So I know why. It's because I'm an incompetent human being, but here we are.
Look at us now.
Look at us now. What up, Matt? Thanks, brother. The Fantasy Bird says, solid videos, guys. What do you think of Trev Lawrence / Daniel Jones as quarterback 2 for a contending team? For a contending team, there's
pros and cons there for sure.
Much more concerned about those two. You know, if I'm contending, like let's say for example, I was going to be trying to contend here this year, I'm probably gonna prefer guys like Brady and Cousins, and maybe with my board, if I'm drafting, I know I can get those guys a little bit later, or like a Rodgers, a Carr. I think Carr went a little bit earlier than he normally does here, though, to be fair. But yeah, I would feel, I just don't know if I can rely on them. So if I really am contending, those are guys I ideally want in a rebuild. You know, I don't know that I have enough confidence.
There's definitely could be upside like with these guys, but there's more risk than upside. Trevor Lawrence, I mean, the expectation of him continuing to flourish and be the guy that we think he can be for sure. You know, like, can he have a Justin Herbert season? Can he have a Jalen Hurts season in a fantasy perspective, not a career perspective? But you know, same thing with Daniel Jones. I mean, we saw little glimpses of him being decent. Has it been consistent? Absolutely not. Just gotta wait and see.
Yeah, I really do think Trevor's going to take a step this year, but that doesn't mean that he's going to be reliable enough for a contender.
For a contending team, yeah.
I think all I want to see right this year from Trevor is that he should have been the first overall pick. I just want to see, oh, this is why. Like, I've seen the signs. I've seen the stretch or whatever, so... Joshua says, which side wins? David Bell, Rachaad White, 23 first, or Gibson and Sky?
I would take Gibson and Sky there.
Come on.
In my opinion, I don't know about Zach, but like,
I'm a big Gibson guy. That's pretty tough.
Too bad you want my love.
My initial reaction is really uncertain. I don't know the answer to this question.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think
with David Bell. What is he gonna look like? Is Deshaun Watson gonna be there?
I think there's just too many question marks. There's so many question marks on the other side that I want to believe in outside the 23 first. 23 first, I'm happy to bank on every single day. But I'm happy to get Sky Moore for the 23 first, essentially, or Gibson, and then maybe try to sell Gibson. You know, maybe make a lateral move for people that believe in Gibson. You know, can you do Gibson for Monty, Gibson for AJ Dillon, Gibson for Elijah Mitchell, depending on how you see it. I think I would rather have the upside there than the question marks of David Bell, Rachaad White.
I don't know the answer to that question. I really don't. I think I would lean the Gibson way, but it's pretty, like, if I am rebuilding, I kind of want both of these sides. That's what makes it really difficult. I don't feel like I'm accomplishing a certain goal. I don't know. I think I would lean Gibson, though. LT Gray said it was hard for me to pass on London and Tyreek there, but needed that second quarterback. Understandable.
Not for sure.
We need... I know, right? We need to get... we need 6K on the stream. Let's figure that out. Cole says AJ Dillon and John Mechie or 24 mid first. Probably the 24 mid for or AJ Dillon, excuse me, and John Mechie at this point.
That's tough.
I think I would take AJ Dillon and John Mechie. Probably where I'm leaning, but it's close.
Yeah, I think it's close.
If you don't believe in John Mechie at all, then that's easily a 24 first. Like, if I have AJ Dillon or a 24 first, I'm taking the 24 first, but
I just don't know if AJ Dillon is even worth the 24 first.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying. He's not worth the 24 first.
Right. I think
that's why John Mechie and AJ Dillon, I think there's enough there. But
right. I think that's why. I think I would be taking the 24. 24 first. Not to make me fly away.
Man, the running backs on the board here in the 7th round are just disgusting. I don't want any part of this, so I think I'm going to keep going in another direction.
Appreciate you, Steven. Thank you so much for coming through, man. I'm thinking about you every day. Girl, I
don't want any part of these 7th round running backs.
No,
Why
for
are
sure.
we're seeing so many running backs go earlier than normal in this mock?
Just never people switching it up, really. I'm not really sure why.
El Tigre says I would name this team Kindergarten Cops. Kindergarten Cops. That's a young squad there.
It's a young squad. I think I made the decision of we're not going to do a live stream after this.
Okay.
We'll pick it up. I think maybe what we can do is potentially, I don't know about next week. Is it next week or tomorrow? Tomorrow we have a rookie draft actually with our Bravo League. Maybe we can do a Dynasty redraft one tomorrow potentially.
Yeah, sure.
Because that's usually a shorter one for. Actually, no, it's not because people are going to want to trade.
I don't think that would take more than an hour and a half, though.
Yeah, I say maybe we'll pick it up. We'll let you know for sure tomorrow. Yeah, I think Ellen wants to take me somewhere, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Josh says I think the car love has gone too far. Guy's never been top 12. I don't see it, at least not that high. I think we tend to agree. Carr is someone I kind of want to grab around the Rodgers range, 5th round. So I would say it's a little bit too early in this one as well.
Yeah.
Some more happy birthdays from some people.
Don't you, Nathan? Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much coming through.
Yeah. Rai says I'm going rookie wide receiver route. So we got Debo, Wilson, Olave, Watson. Not a bad start here, Rai. Getting Debo at the 4-3 is pretty good value.
Yeah, another mock draft is going weird here. Smitty at the 7-12. Yeah, I was considering Smitty at the 7-3, but I was like, you know what? I'm kind of doing this hybrid win now-ish team. So I was like, I'll take Keenan here.
Yeah.
What happened?
What does that make Devonta off the board? Wide receiver 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold 1 second.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 26. Hollywood's 26. Don't let me forget that. Hollywood is 26. I'm trying to count through these guys. In the 8th round? Sure. Welcome to the squad, Darren. Okay, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So that makes him... Oh, that's the... Sorry, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Wide receiver 32. Pretty good value. That's true. Hi, Dalla. That's true. He has never had the best wide receiver in the league. I definitely am aboard the train of getting Derek Carr. I just want to get him at good value. I don't want to spend a 3rd round pick on him. It's just you and I, guys. Just hanging out, talking fantasy. Ask me any question. As we see Zeke go off the board at the 8-9. I have not watched the second part of Stranger Things. Has anyone else not watched it? Don't spoil anything. But I am excited to watch that here soon.
Sorry. Ellen, so random. She was like in the shower, got a text message, and her boss was like,
Oh.
"Hey, you just got promoted to like art director."
Oh, what?
Yeah, like
That went a very different direction than I thought it was going to go.
oh no, it wasn't like a bad thing. It was like
I didn't think it was going to be a bad thing.
no,
Go ahead.
it's just that's crazy. Like I don't know. It's just
So she got a job promotion.
she got a job promotion, but like she was head graphic designer to art director. Like
That's huge.
I can like I don't know. That's just crazy.
That's awesome.
She was in the shower.
Congrats in the chats.
She was just like, she came out and she was just crying. I was like, what happened? She's like, I need to tell you something. I got promoted. I was like, wait, what? And she was like bawling.
I'm pregnant.
Oh no, she was just like bawling and crying. She was like, what happened?
Damn, you know what? I'll say this. We're in the future, guys. July 7th is coming up all Badakis.
That's crazy.
It's a huge day for the Badakis.
Yeah, and she
And
getting
we
paid
love to
too.
see that. Yeah.
She on the top, cuz.
I love that.
I guess other big news.
Her shout for dinner.
Yeah, it actually was her shout, but now I feel like I need to get her something.
Wow.
I was gonna say another big news. My family bought me tickets to New York as well, so I'm going to New York.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I don't know if you want to know the dates now, or do you want to know the dates now?
Matt, I definitely was going in that direction. He was like, oh, I don't know. I mean, I got a text from my wife and she was in the shower and told me to come there. I'm just like, where is this going?
Is that where you
like,
thought that was going?
Oh, well, I was just like, this is getting really personal on the stream. Like, damn, okay, we're really
oh.
diving in here. And then he's like,
Right.
and they start crying. I'm like, whoa, what is going on?
That's funny.
Damn it, Tony. R.I.P. Tones.
Yeah. So family bought a ticket for me, so I'll be in New York. I'll tell you the dates here.
New York.
I'll be in New York for a couple weeks.
Tigre
Yeah.
said power move is to throw her a birthday or to throw her a dinner tonight.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
So
just use her money.
I'll be in New York November 22nd, so I'll be there for Thanksgiving to December 12th.
Nice.
So it's like two and a half weeks. I'll be going to a Giants game as well. I think I want to go Giants Eagles
Nice.
or Giants Washington Commanders.
Help.
Which one should I go to?
Up to you. I mean, if you want to see the worst team in the NFL.
I mean, I can see Jalen Hurts. This is the thing. When I really break it down, what game should I go to? It's like I can see Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Miles Sanders, Dallas Goedert, Devonta Smith, or I can go see Terry
And those are
Antonio
things that
Gibson.
you want to do.
What do you
Just
mean?
kidding.
Right.
Like, you want to see them.
No, like-
probably the Eagles is probably the better game to go to.
or Antonio Gibson, Terry, Brian.
Can I be honest
Robinson.
with you though? You're losing both games, so it really doesn't matter.
I mean, maybe at that point, I would probably want them to lose those games, depending on where we're at.
Yeah.
But it's just good to see Saquon Barkley in person.
Will he be injured at that point? Let's find out.
I'm believing that. Or Daniel Jones. It could be Tyrod Taylor.
Will he be injured at this point? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Could
maybe I'll go to a
be-
Jets game. Maybe that's the game I should really go to.
The Jets is actually the game you should go to. You should go to a big Jets game.
Let's see who the Jets
But I
are
can't
playing.
believe you're saying this as a Giants fan.
I'll go to either. New York Jets schedule.
I was trying to. My mind just blanked. Anyway, shout out to the 55 people watching the stream. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. The simplest way that you can support our stream is by dropping a like here. 55 people watching. I mean, quick maths would say we could get to 50 likes here. So if you haven't dropped a like, consider doing that. That would mean a lot to us.
Yeah, huge love.
Josh says, you don't see Rodgers taking a fall when Adams is out. Still put up big numbers. You can't turn Carr into Rodgers. I don't care who you give the guy. Let's see. Let's see what happens. He's got all the weapons now. Gator says, do you guys see... I don't know how to say that name. Or Chase... Sorry?
I don't even know. Who is that? Is that Robert Woods he meant to say?
Maybe. Being undervalued because they're both in... Because of both of their different situations, do you think they are at where they should be? I would say Claypool's a pretty good value at this point in most formats in general. I don't know what you meant by the first one.
I wonder if that's Robert Woods.
Robert Woods really intrigues me in redraft. I don't think I really want any part of him in Dynasty still, but in redraft he really tickles my fancy, if you will.
Yeah. Albert's on it. Gator fan said yes. So Robert Woods or Chase Claypool being undervalued because of both of the situations. I think Chase is where he's at. Maybe Robert Woods potentially. I wonder if we don't know because I wonder if Ryan Tannehill's going to lean more towards Robert Woods or Treylon. The expectation it should be Treylon, the youth guy, younger, more explosive. But I think I can't even think where Robert Woods is getting drafted. What is it, like 13, 14 round?
I'd say in redraft it's more like rounds 8, 9, 10. But in Dynasty it's much later for sure.
Yeah, Albert said November 27th the Jets play the Bears. I literally just pulled it up too. That's the only time the Jets are gonna play. I mean, I can see Breece Hall, Michael Carter, Zach Wilson, Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, a guy that I absolutely love. I think I want to get Elijah Moore jersey. Who else? Who else is on that team? CJ, who's your mama?
Elijah Moore jersey, it'll mean the end of his career. That's what happened when you got a Saquon Barkley jersey.
Elijah Moore. I mean, because Justin Fields, Cole Kmet, Darnell Mooney, Velus Jones Jr., the 25-year-old rookie, David Montgomery. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
That's going to be a 10-7 game, and the touchdown's going to be from a turnover.
I really hope those are the best
defensive
games
touchdown
that week. You know, Zach Wilson, QB1, throwing 5 touchdowns.
Imagine. No, I think Giants-Eagles is probably the better game. Is that the only game the Jets are playing while you're there?
That is the only game. Or I can go to New England. I can take the train out to Boston. That'd be cool though. That'd be kind of scary.
Scary or cool? A little mix of emotions there.
I can take the train to Boston. I mean, if I were to extend my flight for another 2 weeks, I can go see. Oh, that's a lie. I would say I can go see Buffalo. See Josh Allen, but they're playing in Buffalo.
Daniel says 63 days until kickoff. It's gonna happen really quickly, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna happen quicker than we realize. Okay, let's make our faces a little bit smaller, just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. So what are the plans tonight? Are you guys gonna go dinner anywhere specific? Like
we're going dinner and we're gonna watch Thor.
Oh, okay, right.
Tonight.
Yeah, so I'm watching that on Saturday.
When's Karina get back? Saturday?
No, she gets back on 10 days from today.
Oh damn.
It's rough.
Rob says he's going to the Cowboys-Eagles game in Philly in October. Another thing I thought of, because I'll technically be there for Thanksgiving. I mean, maybe I'll just fly out to Dallas. Giants, Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Imagine.
Yeah.
We thought about it when they were buying tickets. I was like, what if I just go straight from Sydney to Dallas? You know how they had that flight?
Right, yeah.
But it was just too much money.
Tyler says Gibson in a 23 mid-second or Adams.
I'm taking Adams. Devontae Adams?
I think it really depends on your strategy, though. Yeah, I'm assuming he means Devontae Adams. I think strategy is everything there. So I just want to make a pick here, and then I'll talk about that trade. Jeez, everything is disgusting here.
Yeah, that's not the best. I answered some questions. Another El Tigre. So another quarterback game week in Seattle right now. But Lockett was still a wide receiver 10 last season, and he's never missed games sleeping.
He's never not had Russell Wilson though.
Yeah, that's another thing. You know, look, one of these guys are probably going to be found fantasy relevant, and whoever has him now, whether that's DK or Tyler Lockett, you're going to be buzzing the days that they do start, or they are fantasy relevant. You know, get more than 10 points, and maybe one game he has 9 targets. You know, he caught 6 of his 9 targets, maybe for 80 yards and a touchdown, and you're buzzing. But like, I think once again, the next question is, should I start him next week? You know, I think that it's
Even
always
with Russell Wilson, we were saying that.
Yeah, exactly, and that was always the case last year. Tyler Lockett or this person, Tyler Lockett or this, but DK. Like it got to a point where it was like, is it DK and this person? It was like, well, you have to start DK because of the talent. Like you have to start him because it's Russell Wilson. And we said the same thing with Tyler Lockett, but now with Geno Smith or Drew Lock, it's going to be hard. Like I think once again, it's going to be conversations like, I think personally, it can be Tyler Lockett or Jahan Dotson if he's taken out. Tyler Lockett or Gabriel Davis. Tyler Lockett or Brandon Cook. Well, not Brandon Cooks. Like you get that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it's going to be really hard to really navigate if you're going to be starting him or not, or should. I
would say I lean just on this trade. Sorry, I would say I do lean Adams if you're contending, because I saw down below he said he is contending. So yeah. I would say I would lean towards that. Daniel says, "What's the best restaurant in Sydney?"
Best burger in Sydney, Grills.
Okay, but what's the best restaurant you've been to in Sydney?
That's a joke, by the way.
I would say Meat and Wine Co., but I don't know about you.
We're going to this place called Entrada, which is like a really nice, super Italian restaurant.
Nice.
But there's this chain of French restaurants. I think it's called, starts with a B. I forgot what it's called.
Run a Train.
Something like that. So they're really good. I've never heard about everyone. You know who goes there all the time? Luke goes there with Liza all the time. Of course he does.
What's 6 figures?
And, yeah, what's 6 figures?
My guy's making 6 figures.
There's like a French restaurant that's out here. It starts with a B. What happens is that like every 2 weeks they release the schedule and you have to book. Apparently one of the best restaurants here in Sydney. Never been to. It's really hard to get into, but one of our good friends always goes there and says it's really great. But yeah.
Brandon says Eckler and Godwin or Fournette and a 23 first. I would say that's pretty close on both sides.
I would go Eckler and Godwin.
Yeah, I would say Eckler and Godwin as well. But, you know, of course, if I'm not competing, I might consider the first side. But I think, honestly, for Eckler, I think alone you should be able to get more than that based off of the community's view on him. Gator says larger one. I know we talked about some of these guys before, but when you're thinking about your wide receiver 3 in redraft, like Bateman, Davis, Mooney, and even Russell, do you go with your gut or something else? I think the answer is always your rankings.
Yeah.
You should, or whoever's rankings that you trust. You obviously go with your gut at points, but the time you go with your gut is if your rankings are within a couple spots of each other. Outside of that, you should really trust your rankings, because hopefully you are taking time, you're sitting down, and your rankings are well thought out.
Yeah.
So I would say unless they're within a couple spots, you know, go with your gut. But if they're not within a couple spots, go with your rankings, because hopefully they would have been more thought out than just in the spur of the moment.
Yeah, exactly. And I think just to build off on like that well thought out thought process is like, you're breaking down what that player has done, what team he's on, you know, who's his quarterback. You know, there's so many things that go into it, and the expectations that they're going to bring into this year. You know, you look at everything, percentages, you know, fantasy points per game, you know, targets, percentages on the field, snap percentage, everything. You know, you look at everything and you really break it down, and you're trying to figure out which one is.
Yeah. Ross says y'all need to go to Betty's Burgers. We've definitely been to Betty's. I like Betty's. The only thing I don't like about Betty's is how expensive it is. If you're gonna go to Betty's and get a burger, like a burger alone is almost like $16-17. And then the fries are like $6. Everything is separate. There's no combos. So if you want to get a drink, fries, and a burger at Betty's, you're looking at like $23. You know, which is just ridiculous. But I do like Betty's. Normally I only go if my mom's paying.
Sorry, I was.
It sounds so
trying
lame to
to
say
think.
it, but it's true. Would you be comfortable with Tyler Lockett if he was either your wide receiver 3/flex? There's players I'd be much more comfortable with. I think I'm more comfortable with Lockett as like a wide receiver 5 this year. So.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I think he falls into the range of like, at this moment, Tyler Lockett, the Michael Gallups. That's where I kind of see him.
He's not a 3 this year, I don't think.
Yeah, he's not a 3. Russell Wilson, he was a 2. We were questioning if he was a 2 with Russell Wilson.
Yeah, and I just more mean like he shouldn't be drafted as a 3. Like he can finish as a 3, but I don't think he should be drafted there.
I think people Tyler Lockett or Alan Lazard.
Lazard.
Tyler Lockett, Russell Gage. You would say
Easily Russell Gage.
Tyler Lockett, Christian Kirk. Tyler Lockett, Amari Cooper.
That one's hard. Cooper.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think
what part of Sydney do you live in? We live in, well, the hills of Sydney, I guess is what it would be called.
Yeah.
The Hills District. Yeah, El Tigre, it's been a pretty good base. I agree. Have you guys ever been to Malay Chinese Takeaway? I don't think so. My wife probably has, but I don't know the names of places. She does. My offer a 23 first for Saquon. Would you rather have a 23 first or Saquon Barkley, Badaki? I think I lean the first, but I don't know about you.
No, I lean the first as well. As much as I believe it, I want to believe in Saquon, and I actually believe in him. 23 first. I mean, the talent there, gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I'll also Kieran says you guys down on Lockett because Russell's gone. Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah.
That is a main reason why I'm down on him. Can he be the same person without Russell Wilson? It depends if Drew Lock or Geno Smith can be close to what Russell Wilson can.
You can't even say that without laughing.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the other conversation. You believe in Tyler Lockett. Like, we can all agree. I think the fantasy community agrees. We believe in Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
The question is, do you believe in the quarterbacks? And I don't think anyone with confidence can say, well, unless you're a Drew Lock believer or Geno Smith believer. I think Geno hasn't started more than 3 games in the last 3 years. Or started 3 or 5 games, something like that, in the last 3 years. So like,
yeah,
it's tough. And then Drew, first round pick. Was it first round pick? Second round pick?
No, I think he was a first. I think he was a first. I could be wrong. He might be a second. I think you're right. He was a second. I can't remember.
Second round pick just wasn't the guy.
Yeah. I don't know. You think, and the thing that we talked about with consistency, though, is he wasn't even consistent with Russ. So it's hard to see a scenario in which I feel confident in starting him every week without Russ, even, because now you kind of take away the upside. Russ was one of the best deep ball throwers in the NFL, so it makes it much more harder, I think, to really believe in him.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll definitely see how we are going to rock. Michael D, who wins this trade? Tyreek in a 20. Did we do that already?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Tyreek in a 24 second or Ayuk in a 23 first and second?
Give me Ayuk.
Yeah. I'm taking Ayuk the first and the second. And I'm trying to flip. I don't know. How do you feel about Ayuk? This is a guy that
I'm more optimistic at his ADP. He's always going late. 8th round pick. This is a guy who was a first round, drafted in the first round, production in year 1, struggled in year 2.
Yeah, I think like
uncertainties around what Debo is going to do. Yeah, I would rather take the shot on Ayuk there.
I mean, yeah, I'm just shaky on him, you know. Like, I think I would rather invest. Obviously, I took Juju. I'd rather invest in Juju. I think at the moment I would rather invest in Dotson. I would rather have Kadarius Toney over Brandon Ayuk right now. I would rather have. At least that's where I can go to right now.
Sure.
Kadarius Toney shit fell to the 10th round. I didn't even realize that.
You know,
tight in there.
as weird as it sounds, Kadarius Toney's proven way less than what
sure.
Brandon Ayuk has, though.
Absolutely.
Do you think there's any way that Tyler Lockett gets traded? Yeah, probably. There's a way, but it doesn't mean that it's going to happen for sure. Yeah, I don't see why it couldn't happen. Just to clarify on Drew Lock, he was drafted in round 2, pick 10.
Right, okay.
So he was round 2, pick 10. Flower Saurus, would you buy Sutton for a 24 first and third? Does that feel like an overpay? I think that feels like an overpay to me.
I mean,
I don't think it should take that much.
are we buying Sutton right now for a first? Like, is that the right answer? Like, I don't know if that is the right answer. I think the expectation is that he could be worth a first. I don't know if I am sending a first for Cortland right now.
I think what you want to do is to have opportunities to buy him low. Let's say I can give a 23 second for him. That feels like a better deal than what I'm giving up then.
Better.
Then I feel like the risk reward it lines up a little bit more. But at the same time, like we could see Sutton develop into someone who's well worth a first round pick. But I think I do prefer the picks. Now, if you're competing or not, that obviously changes it a little bit. But Dylan in a 23 second or Saquon, I would say probably Saquon. Where do you sit there?
Or Saquon. Yeah, I'm taking Saquon.
All right, Rai. Have a good night.
I was gonna say, let me ask you this question. Maybe this is easy. It could be tough. Cortland Sutton or Calvin Ridley?
Sutton, easily.
Okay.
Like in Dynasty right now? Of course.
I guess some people, like, I figured that maybe since you're such a big believer in Calvin, maybe you would invest in the future of Calvin because you believe in the talent.
Calvin's in the exact scenario that I want him to be in, though. Calvin went in the 12th round here. You can probably send a 3rd round pick and a player, who knows what that player has to be, for Calvin Ridley right now. That is so different to Sutton, though. Because Sutton, you have to, if that's what you have to send, I just think it's a little bit too much.
Okay.
You know?
No, that's fair.
Sutton equals Juju in my mind. Would you do that for Juju? No, I don't think I would do that for Juju. Again, these are like players who are in really favorable scenarios, but they're not players that I want to send first round draft capital for. If I'm sending a first round pick, give me someone I feel really confident in. Give me a Terry McLaurin. Give me a Debo. You know, give me a Michael Pittman. Give me a Tyreek. Give me a, you know, even Hollywood Brown is kind of on the edge there, but I actually prefer Sutton over Juju in Dynasty, but, you know, I just think maybe there's too much risk associated there. Yeah. All right, that is the draft. 15 rounds. Let's see if we can play Weddle.
Oh, yeah, I'm down for that. Let's try it. I'm super down for that.
All right, so let's play Weddle. We played this yesterday. If you guys don't know what it is, it's a NFL player guessing game. Yesterday it was Hollywood Brown.
Let's do like a medium one. Is there a medium level?
No, there's only two levels.
Okay, so should we just do both then?
Yeah, we'll do both.
Okay.
So we did Hollywood Brown yesterday. I'm thinking we don't try a wide receiver to start off with. Why don't we try a running back to start off with? What running back do you want to try and begin with here?
We can go with, I'm trying to think of, maybe it's best to do like an old running back so we can know if it's less. Let's go like Derrick Henry.
I feel like you should probably do a running back they're kind of middle of the pack age-wise, because that gives you more room to know if they're above or below that age.
Okay, so Ronald Jones, he's like 25, 24.
Ronald Jones. Okay. Can do Ronald Jones. And looks like we're not playing Weddle.
GG's.
Let me try and open up in a different screen. Why does this always happen specifically to my computer?
Let me see if it works for me.
Looks like we're not playing Weddle, guys. I don't know why that happened. Like, it's so frustrating.
Do you have like a ad blocker or something?
Yeah. Should I not have an ad blocker?
Try it. Try to take it off. I have an ad blocker as well. Let me just turn off ad blocker and then redo it. Too hard, it won't work out these sweet. No?
Come on, Weddle.
It's just
Come on.
loading now, right?
Yeah.
What if you try incognito out of curiosity?
Incognito mode. Okay.
We've all been there before, let's be honest.
Speak for yourself. Incognito might work. Let's see. Let's try it. Well, I don't think you can stream incognito mode.
Oh, that shit, really?
Well, let me try. So you guys can see this tab. If I go to incognito, yeah, it won't. I don't think it will show you on the stream. Why is everything so complicated?
But did it work in incognito though, out of curiosity?
Why can't I add this here?
Let's try it on Weddle game. NFL. No, it's not working in incognito for me. It's just still loading.
Oh, so yours isn't working either.
For incognito now.
Okay, so it's not just me.
We tried, guys. I apologize. I want.
Yeah,
Should we try another browsing site? Do you have another browsing site? Do you have one like download on your computer?
Like Microsoft Edge or something?
Yeah. Do you have Edge? I deleted Edge off my computer, I think. Oh no, I didn't.
For some reason I didn't. Let's try it on Edge then.
Ronald Jones. It's not working on Edge.
Maybe it's our location. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, guys, huge love for the support, for the love. I just want to say as well, big happy birthday to Badaki. Thanks for all you do for the channel.
Appreciate it.
We have 6 spots left in our last Dynasty league that we're doing this offseason. And for those who are already playing Dynasty, if you want to play redraft, consider best of both worlds tier. We're going to start doing more redraft leagues, open them up. So yeah, maybe consider that. Dave says, earliest you guys would draft Trey Lance. For me, it's the 110. The 110 is the earliest.
Yeah, that feels comfortable.
Because for me, Trey Lance is my quarterback 7. So the top 6 guys go off the board. And then I'm looking at Chase Jefferson and Jonathan Taylor as players I would rather have in Dynasty. But at that threshold, at the 110, is where I'm comfortable taking Trey Lance.
Yeah, I agree. I think it should be.
Imagine.
I think we should be good. Let's try
All right.
more. You want to try one more go on Weddle?
Sure. Like how though?
I was gonna say because you have a VPN, right?
I do. Yeah.
Just go to America, try a VPN.
I wonder if I turn on a VPN if it will change anything with the stream, but let me see. Let me see if this is going to do anything.
Gator fan, how do you feel about Patterson and Mitchell? Patterson, a good guy, good option as your I don't want to invest too much in him this year. Could he finish as a top guy again? I'm not sure. I don't think he should. I don't think he would be able to because of the mobile quarterback in Mariota and, in my opinion, Desmond Ridder, and especially with Drake London there. So I'm a little bit more hesitant on Patterson and Elijah Mitchell. I still believe in Mitchell. I think we just saw, if you look, I did a redraft channel saying that he could be a breakout, even though he technically was a breakout, but he missed 6 games and he finished a top 25 running back, if I'm not mistaken. So just imagine if he played every single one of those games.
That makes
Because now
sense.
it's loading. Oh no, wait, it's still there. It's just an ad. 1 second.
Oh, are we here?
Hold on. There's just an ad playing right now
What? Where?
on the stream. There's 2 ads. Your video will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on. Yeah, we're here. Okay, now we're back. That was weird.
Okay, I give up.
It's not working.
Nope.
I see you guys. Okay. Anyways, last
Earliest you would
question.
draft Watson. I would say third round.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the third round onwards.
Yeah. All love,
Dave says I
guys.
took Watson and Trey Lance at the 114 and 201 turn. Yeah, I just don't know what's happening with Deshaun Watson. So I probably wouldn't have taken Watson that early. But even if he misses an entire year and then he's playing, you're gonna be fine. I just think I probably would have opted for other options that give me more flexibility in trades and, within the market. So anyway, guys, huge love. Thanks for joining us. Happy birthday to Benaki. And we will see you guys here soon. Peace.
Latest. All love.